my name is Alexis. For those of you who don't know me, I've been working in the background for the business for quite a while now. I've interacted with a few of you via text message and things like that. Um, I thought it would be nice to go ahead and give you guys a face to the name, get you guys company with who I am, what I look like, the kind of energy that I bring, all that good stuff. I will be more active from on now, a bit more active with interacting with you guys, providing services for you guys. So I thought the best way to get you guys um, accompanied and comfortable with not only my style of doing things, but with my energy as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with a general collective reading type deal. I may do things a bit differently um, than other people, but that's okay. Not everyone's the same. Everyone is a bit different. All that good stuff. I'll be using three main decks. My favorite one, my personal favorite, is this Marvel deck, the Marvel Tarot deck. Love this thing so much. I feel like with this, it brings so much, at least for me, and how I can personally interpret the cards a bit more is because each character goes through different drawbacks, different challenges, different personality changes, different storylines, and things like that. And so I feel like that definitely helps when interpreting readings with these cards. I will also be going in with the Prism Oracle. Again, I feel like color is so important, which is what they do here is use color to go ahead and like sort of distinguish different emotions, different feelings, and things like that. And then last but not least, I'll go in with this clarifying life situations oracle deck. This is one of our newer decks that we just recently got, so I'm excited to get a bit more into that. So without a further ado, let's go on and get into it with the Marvel Tarot deck. I usually try to see how many cards come out on their own before I just pick a certain amount. Um, all that good stuff. So just what's the collective energy? What's the general energy? What does the collective need to know? We have a few cards that fell out. So we have the Four of Swords. You guys can see that. The King of Swords. Oh. And then we also have the Five of Cups. Now we're starting off with three cards. I think I want to go ahead and maybe grab just one more. There we go. All right. And then we have Two of Wands. Fantastic. Amazing. Now, I still am getting a bit comfortable with the cards, so sometimes I do still like to look into the guidebook to sort of help me further explain the meaning of said cards. So we're just going to focus on the Marvel cards at the moment for just now. Um, okay, okay. Looking at it. Try to see what I pull in. Kind of drawn in by the Five of Cups. Now, as you can see, for those of you who maybe aren't into Marvel like that, this is like Moon Knight's little moon weapon. Now, for those of you who haven't watched any part of Moon Knight, he's basically just this regular schmegler guy during the day, But there are certain moments where this ancient god sort of just hops in, and that's where Moon Knight comes in. He becomes like this hero type dude. It's sort of like Venom, how he does that. So this is called the Crescent Dart. So this card upright, I'm gonna read it to you guys, so we can get used to it together. The moon possesses two faces, one of bright reflection, one of dark absorption, transitioning through multiple phases night by night. Moon Knight too possesses many faces. The Five of Cups conjures disappointment, discontent, depression, and despair. Managing life's multiple aspects is challenging, but it's transitory. I hope I said that right. Reflecting on the past you can't change deepens sorrow. In the moon's reflection, see your life as it is. Be courageous, dive into your dark side, explore your deepest wounds, and begin healing. Learn from past mistakes and transition to your next life. I want to say embracing the ego, but not like embracing it like just letting all that sadness and despair come in. It's more of facing it. Maybe this is a situation in the past that maybe you think on, that you continue to ponder on and hold on to, that stops you from sort of taking that second chance that's been given to you, um, in doing it. Be who you are. Fear of speaking your mind. Being who you are, putting on a facade, a different face. So, like in public and with other people, you're this completely different person. You have managed to program yourself into thinking and talking and doing things on how that will better socially help you in the long run, but it's not who you are. I'm going to go into the Four of Swords. Let's see which way is swords. It's this way. This is the Mind Stone. So the Four of Swords. Upright. After deep wounds from a hard fought battle, the Four of Swords indicates it's time to rest mind, body, and spirit. For now, the fight is over. You deserve peace, calm, stillness, and sanctuary. Using the Mind Stone, expand and elevate your mind and mental capacity. Solitude is required to gather fresh strength for the next skirmish. Recuperate and rejuvenate. Do it voluntarily, or the universe will force you to. Sort of like everything around you is kind of like falling apart. I feel friend groups, um, communities you were part of, those will start tumbling down, those will start coming down, and it's going to take a mental toll. It's going to make you rethink things. Um, but so with that facade that you have managed to put up, that will start crumbling too. You're going to feel yourself becoming more outgoing, more confident in who you are. You're going to stop yourself from overthinking what you have to say, your beliefs, your comments, things that give you drive and passion. You're going to catch yourself being able to speak freely about those. the King of Swords with Thor. When I think of Thor, I think of like this big person. Like he puts on like a tough exterior, but like underneath all that, he's just this big softy. You could constantly see time and time again with, especially when it came to his relationship with Loki. It didn't matter what Loki did, no matter how times he put their lives in danger, how many times he's messed up. Thor was always there to say, "Hey, that's my brother. He made a mistake, and that's fine. We can help him." He was always there to help pick him back up. He was always there giving hope and giving into Loki. I see that being that same energy that he put out being put back into himself. And that's what I'm seeing for you guys, that energy that you keep putting out to others. That judgment free zone. You don't judge them, you don't restrict their beliefs, you don't restrict what they have to say. Now you put that energy back onto yourself. Don't restrict yourself. The four, the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands. The Two of Wands. The Two of Wands. Cerebral. Upright. Plans lead to progress. So map your journey. Two paths unfold. Confidently decide which one to take. Cerebro locates talented mutants for Professor Xavier, and he has located you. As a gifted individual, know that each path possesses unique opportunities, experiences, and gifts. Use your intuition and initiative to envision each and shapeshift into what the situation requires. It goes into this. You have the choice of staying in that depressive mood where it's, I'm not good enough for people. I'm scared to show myself to people. I'm scared to say what I want to, in fear of people leaving, of everything collapsing. So you have two choices. You have two different sides that you can choose it between yourself. You can choose the mask that you continue to wear, the facade you continue to put on for other people, or okay, I'm getting a different vibe for this. Like it just like a switch, a flip. A time of judgment. You're not the only one that's being judged. You're not the only one that's judging yourself. You're being watched. This is a time of choice, dark or light. You can continue to go down this path of fear, of depression, of lack, of just com- com- compromising, being comfortable in a skin suit that isn't you, that doesn't feel like you. Maybe you've made a career choice because that's what others wanted for you. But are you really happy in that? Maybe you stuck with someone because everyone was telling, oh, they're so great. Oh, that's who you want to be with. That's who you need to be with. Maybe you stuck with that choice because everybody else approved of it. I'm seeing a lot of you had chosen and went down this path of, if that's what everybody else wants, why what I want should matter. you are being given a chance. You're being given a chance to switch it up. Dig deep down and decide what is it that you want. Who are you? Get to re-know yourself. Take yourself out. Date yourself. Do a little questionnaire. Ask yourself, what do I like to do? Who am I? What's my favorite color? What's my favorite animal and why? What is something that I always wanted to do as a kid? What brought me joy? What was a passion that I had? What made me happy? What made me sad? Get to know who you are. Because what I'm also seeing, and I catch myself doing this too, is that a lot of times we people ask, what do you like? What do you like to do? What are your hobbies? I catch myself freezing. I really have to think about it because these are things that I never thought to ask myself. These are things I never thought to really dig into because, well, why would it matter? But it's time that we, even myself, we get out of this energy of why would I matter? Because you do matter. The King of Swords, I feel like I didn't read it for that one. So we're going to see that one. Cups. The King of Swords. The King of Swords exudes power, commands respect, and communicates truth, calculating, clear, and decisive. Thor suffers no fools. People become thunderstruck in his presence. He's calm and cool in the midst of raging storms. When Thor strikes today, a logical, sensible, and non-nonsense approach is required for the current situation. With emotions tightly reined, march forward with the warrior's clear head and an open heart. I don't know if you guys or any of you have listened to the epic musical soundtrack. Um, Great. I think you guys should listen to it. The new saga is coming out on Halloween, I believe. But it's about Odysseus. And throughout the whole thing, the main thing that Odysseus does is he sticks to his truth and who he is. He is given multiple chances where he could have killed this creature. He could have killed and done these things. Um, but he didn't because that's not his truth. That's not what he aligned with. That's not what he believed in. He never went too far when it came to not only defending himself but defending his crewmates, defending his friends. He never went too far, and the point of that is he stuck true to who he was. He never changed himself for the likes of others. There are multiple times where multiple people told him, hey, what's the point? You could have killed, you could have done this. You could have done that. This is what you should have done differently. But he's like, yeah, you're right. But I didn't because that's not what I believe in. That's not who I am. That's not what I represent, you know? And he stuck to his truth. And now it's time that we stick to our truths. We dig deep into our minds, we go into our minds, and we get to know each other from the inside out. It's time that we merge these two personalities that we have and we bring them together and we blend them. So you do have the choice of continuing to be someone you're not, someone that isn't you, being uncomfortable in what you do, or live, laugh, love. I think I'm gonna go ahead and bring out the Prism Oracle. Movement. peace. Sadness and love. That inner peace. Moving into this peaceful timeline. And again, you want to know how this comes? Choosing this, getting into this, that love, facing that love towards yourself, facing that love inwards. The sadness card. So you see, this is a cloud. It's clearly a cloud, but like you see, it's a cloud. It's sad. It's crying. But then you have this heart, and this heart, it's beaming love. It's beaming like sun rays. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow. If you're stuck with a day that's gray and lonely, the sun will always come out. This needs to bright, like it needs to shine so bright that this starts to fade away. That this cloud is no longer a worry. Moving into that mind space of love, of being able to tell yourself, hey, this is who I am and I'm not ashamed of it. But having that inner peace is really what is going to make things move. I'm also, because like if you're feeling stagnant right now, if you feel like, well, nothing's changing, nothing's moving, nothing exciting is happening, it's because you're not on the right timeline. You're not where you're supposed to be mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. And Source said, until you can figure this out, until you can move on and embrace who you are, step into your energy, step into who you were meant to be, you're on a break. You're being paused right now until you can go ahead and bring in that love and face it into yourself. Then will you truly know inner peace. We're just going to grab a clarification card, a card or two from this clarifying life situations deck. So we got 3 cards, okay? This makes me emotional. Wish granted. The outcome may not be exactly what you want, but it's what you need. A lot of people aren't going to like this change within you. A lot of people aren't going to like that you're finally sticking up for yourself, that you're stepping into your power, that you stop caring about what they think. A lot of people aren't going to like that. And you know, that's going to be scary because it's like, oh no, I'm losing all these people. But all those people are moving out. They're being moved out of this space, out of this timeline that they are not supposed to be in with you, to make space for bigger and better things, bigger and better friends, people that actually want the best for you. Cloud of knowing, unknowing, cloud of unknowing. Float on the clouds of the unknown, surrender to the mystery, and embrace the sacred within. Your clouds are not supposed to be this sad. Even when the sun is out, there are always clouds. But we never want rain clouds. Sometimes Delulu is the Salulu. Sometimes it's no. what am I saying? Sometimes, a lot of times, daydreaming and all that stuff, that's a way of manifesting. You just have to put energy behind those daydreams. Maybe you go to sleep thinking about your dream home. This is what I want. And then you wake up the next morning and you start putting action towards that home. Maybe you decide, I'm not happy in this relationship. This is the kind of relationship that I want. This is the way I want to receive love. And this is how I want to give love. This is how I want to be treated. And then wake up in the morning and take action towards that. If that person is not doing what you need, if they're not aligning with who you are and who you were trying to be a better person, if they're not aligning with that, then they need to get out the way. Scooch on over. Make space for bigger and better things. And then tide of transition. Embrace the tides of change with openness, allowing the ebb and flow of life to guide your transformation into love and work. Going with the flow. Source has you. You're not just going to be going out here all willy nilly. This is a change that Source is pushing you towards. He's saying, you got this. I'm here to support you. I'm here to guide you. I'm gonna do one more of the Prism Oracle. Fear. A lot of you are fearing this change. It is okay to fear change, because that fear of change is also fear of the unknown. But again, Source is saying sometimes the unknown is necessary. Like Elsa, beginning of Frozen 2, she was afraid of the unknown. She wanted to ignore it. She wanted to ignore that calling. She was like, this isn't for me. I've done enough, and I know what it has left me with. The pain that I've caused the last time, but by the end of the movie, she went into the unknown. And she found out the truth. She dug down deep with it, and she came out a bigger, a better, a more enlightened her. She knew who she was by the end of that movie. And I'm going to make a lot of movie song references. That's how I work. But don't be afraid of change. Don't be afraid to take off that mask and find out and learn yourself, love yourself, date yourself, get to know who you are, and embrace that. If you know that something isn't right for you, why keep it? Why keep doing it? Why keep them around? Thank you next. So that is it for this reading. If you guys liked that, enjoyed it, I will be launching a product onto the website, a Tree of Life reading, or your Kabbalah tree. That is going to entail sort of like a slideshow. I will come out with a more detailed video of showing you how that will look. But if you guys are interested in that, I'll be happy to explain it to you. The Kabbalah tree. The way I like to explain it is that it has 10 sephirots, 10 spheres, and each one sort of, defines a different level. And it's going to be showing like how many times have you passed that level, which one are you strongest in, which one are you weakest in. And I'm going to dig into that and how they all connect and how they connect to you in this life. Which ones are you working on? Which level do you want to pass? Which one do you need to work on? How is your connection to Source, to the divine? And again, I will be going more into that and making a video more into that. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading and that this has given you an insight on how I work and how I do things. Yeah, bye.